In this video, we're going to take a look at making sure that our audio and video hardware are chosen properly and set up properly so that we can do a meeting or a call. So what you may notice is that you don't always have the file menu. If you need to get to the options, you can go over to this gear, click the down arrow, and either show the menu bar, or from the gear you can simply click on the tools, then options. This will take you to all of the options, and you can see everything from here, especially if you want to set a number of things. This might be a better choice. So let's first take a look at the audio devices. So if I click on the audio device, I now can set those devices and make sure that they're working properly. To do that, I'll click the down arrow and choose the correct device. In many cases, you may have a default set that would be fine, but in my case, these are actually not correct. So I need to make sure that they are correct. So I'm going to go to my microphone, and I'm going to choose the Yeti microphone. That's the one that I'm using. Once I choose that, you'll notice that it immediately starts to show me that the audio is working. So if it were not bouncing up and down here, if I didn't see this blue, I would know that it doesn't work. So if I stop talking, it stops bouncing. And then I talk, and it works. So that gives me a good idea of what it's doing. And you'll notice too that this keeps turning down. It's because it's automatically adjusting it so that it doesn't get too loud or too soft. If it were really quiet, it would move that up. I also need to make sure that I have my speakers set. So I can use the speakers on my microphone because it has a headphone jack, but I'm going to leave this one set. That way it will play back through my speakers, and I can even test it. It's kind of quiet in the background, but hopefully you can hear that ringing. So I can ensure that that is working properly. I also can set the ringer if I want to, make sure that I can hear that as well. So again, making sure that these are set properly is really crucial in making sure that you can have a call and be able to do it. I recommend that you do this about every time that you set up a meeting or every time you log in. That way you'll be sure to be able to receive calls and make calls and set up meetings. Next, let's look at video. Now again, I'm on the video, so I'm going to come over here so I can show you. So here I'm making sure that the video works. Now at this point I have only one camera set up, so this one's pretty straightforward. It's not really a problem. But I can go into the settings. I can set brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, all these things. I don't recommend doing that. It's really not necessary. But if you would like to, you certainly can. But I've now verified that my camera is working. So because I've verified it, this now means that I can use my camera, I can use my audio, and successfully make a call, set up a meeting, and others will be able to hear me. And hopefully they have done the same setup on their side so that they again can be heard and be seen.